Hello boys and girls, this is Miss Martin here. I'm going to read to you a story for our March Madness competition. It is an AR book and the title is The Starry Night by Neil Waldman. Nemo is going to listen to me read it, and he just wanted to say hello to everyone because he loves to be read to. So, I'm going to move Nemo over just a little bit. By the way, this AR quiz number is 35588. The level is 2.9. The word count is 517. The genre is fiction. The setting also is Manhattan, New York. All right. The Starry Night. I like this. It says, to the good men and women of the Children's Aid Society whose steadfast efforts have enriched the lives of countless young people in New York. That's who the book is dedicated to. It says, across the shaded hills and winding pathways of Central Park, daffodil stars exploded in yellow splendor. A group of boys raced alongside the still reflecting pool where children played with sailboats under the watchful eyes of their mothers. The boys darted around a sharp curve and ran past a frail-looking man who stood before an old wooden easel. The last of the boys came to a stop as the others charged off onto a grassy field. "Come on, Bernard," one of them called back, but Bernard didn't move. What kind of predictions do you make as to why he didn't move? He just stood there, staring at the brightly colored canvas. The man glanced at Bernard and returned to his painting. Bernard sat down in the grass. After a while, the man turned and nodded. "It is finished," he said, in funny-sounding English. "The Big Apple never looked better," Bernard beamed. The man began packing up his paints and easel. "Where are you going?" Bernard asked. "To find another place that asks to be painted. What's your name?" "Vincent," the man smiled. "Do you paint all the time?" "Yes," said Vincent. "That's why I'm here." "Where do you come from?" Bernard asked. "Far away. I just arrived today." "Well, I've lived here all my life," Bernard said. "I could show you some amazing places." "I'd like that very much," said Vincent. Bernard took Vincent north to Harlem, south to the Statue of Liberty, and east to the Brooklyn Bridge. There's the Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, and Harlem, all of which are in New York. They spent their days in Greenwich Village, in Chinatown. Wherever they went, Bernard watched as Vincent painted New York in bright and beautiful colors. Then one day, Vincent said, "It's time for me to go, but before I leave, there is one place I want to show you." Vincent took Bernard to a big building on 53rd Street. Inside, the walls were covered with beautiful paintings. They went up an escalator to the second floor. Vincent led Bernard to a blue and yellow painting of a country village at night. What painting do you predict it might be? My favorite. Bernard stood silently for a long time. He could hardly breathe. Then he felt a shiver pass through him. "Vincent, it looks exactly like one of yours. You painted this picture, didn't you?" But there was no answer. Bernard spun around. But Vincent wasn't there. "Vincent," he called, "where are you?" Bernard raced through every room of the museum, but his friend was nowhere to be found. He walked sadly back to the blue and yellow painting. Bernard looked at the swirling stars, the orange moon, and the sleeping village. He thought about the many days when he had watched in wonder as Vincent painted the streets of Harlem, Midtown, the village, and the great lady with the torch from across the bay in Battery Park. "The Big Apple never looked so great," Bernard whispered. His eyes widened. He turned and left the museum. Bernard came back a few minutes later, carrying a brown paper bag. He sat down across from Vincent's painting, then he opened the bag and took out a sketch pad and a box of colored pencils. Nemo, what do you think he's going to do? And Bernard began to draw. The end. So here's some examples of some starry nights, and you guys probably remember at the very beginning of the year, that was our first art project. We read this book together, and we drew our own starry night, and several of them were in the art show earlier at River Clay this year, which was awesome. So again, if you want to take this quiz number for AR for our March Madness competition, quiz number is 35588, and I wish you the best. And here is a little art challenge for you. I challenge you to look up on your Chromebook, do a Google search, and look up Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh, and do your own drawing of the Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh using whatever kind of materials you have at home. Crayons, colored pencils, if you have some watercolors, and then send them to me on my DCS email address, which is joy.martin@dcs.k12.al.us, and I'll be looking for your images, and I hope to get like an online art gallery posted soon so that our students from Banks Goodell and Chestnut Groves can see their artwork. So I can't wait to see what you draw, and I love you guys, and I'll share another AR book with you soon with some more art challenges. So Nemo and I are saying have a great day.